I was just thinking, I've already been down here because that's where Lothar was, but that's not the case at all. Can't make anything out through this tinted place. Can't determine what this odd device is.
Ah, the sweet smell of sensates and governors.
How can you tell sensates and stuff? Yeah, I'm technically a member of the sensates. This party's very interesting. It's half lawful, half chaotic. Half neutral, half good. Yes. Oh. Yeah, we've got one of each of the combos, haven't we? Oh, I can't actually go there, can I? I can't remember where Reekwind was. Was he over here? Let's travel. I thought he was around here somewhere.
All right.
Trees. Oh no, he's not here at all, is he? Ah, of course.
Well, I grew up here. Not a pleasant childhood, mind you.
Right, so I think we need to go. I think thinking about it now, wasn't he near the wasn't he near the place, the words, the
I'm gone.
Market. Actually, while we're here, something good. Sorry to trouble you. Oh, he's a hive dweller. Sorry, I thought you mentioned. Come to buy stuff. Yes. Yeah. I don't want to sell that. I need to get that. Look at that. Any random things we've got to sell? Ooh, the abyssal pipe. I need to look at that. What that actually does, because I can't remember. And oh, right. I've not got anything in his inventory. Oh no, of course not. We'll give him some friends. Okay, I don't know what that is. I don't want to sell the arm. I think it might be useful. It's usable only by fighters. Technically I have one fighter, but I'm fairly sure he can't wield it. What with not having any arms. One around here somewhere. Ah, there it is. There he is. See, when his eyes revert to the normal size and he's no longer assailed by the twitching spasm you noticed before. He's smiling and looks considerably cleaner than before. Greetings, I have some questions for you. It stopped. It all stopped just like that. Powers above, I feel clean again. Good to hear it. Jumble didn't want to remove the curse, but I got it out of him. Oh, thank you, sir. I have nothing to pay you with, but you're in my good graces. For whatever that is worth. He frowns and censors it. I'll tell the story of your kindness to all who will listen. Do you have any stories you haven't told me already? That could be payment enough. Of course. Though I had enough of telling tales for all. Do you have something I could write them with?
Updated my journal.
Ah, there you are. Yeah. If you never use that name again, I, among others, would be thankful. What should I call you? My name is... He suddenly catches up his mouth. No, perhaps I shall keep that to myself this time. Thank you again, good sir.
In knowing the teachings of Zerthamon, I have become stronger.
Yay, stronger. Level up. Well, you've got a few more spells you can do. And... Go, fighter! What can we give you? Oh, you've got level 3 spells.
Done.
Can't afford to get caught off guard.
Who else have I got like myself? Two. This fellow, is he the one who buys jewelry? Yes. Right, so that's that done. Oh, I now need to go and read that story, don't I? Right, journal. Oh my goodness. In exchange for helping him shed his curse, Rigwin put all the stories he knew in my journal. The first of the stories was a tale of the Alley of Dangerous Angles, the alleyway near where he'd set up Kip. It used to be a street, but a great fire raged through it one night, setting the buildings and people aflame, leaving just the skeletal frames of the houses and the residents. The broken timbers of the old burnt buildings are what give the alley its new name. Apparently several groups of thugs have taken up residence there. Okay, already know that. Second tale was the story of Ignis, the mad sorcerer who was responsible for creating the Alley of Dangerous Angles. Ignis was a powerful sorcerer who had been taught by one of the last of the great magi, and he burned with the art, so much so it drove him to burning people and buildings when the urge struck him. One night he unleashed his power on one of the streets in the Hive, burning it down and torching the residents. Whether out of revenge or justice, several minor mages in the Hive banded together and used their combined knowing of the art to turn Ignis's body into a conduit to the elemental plane of fire. They hoped the pain would kill him. It didn't. Apparently it just caused Ignis to enter a deep sleep. The third and last tale was the story of Farad. Apparently Farad was once a member of the aristocracy in Sigil, but he used his position to bend laws, cheat others, and even condemn innocent men. His acts were so deceitful that it damned his soul to the lower planes when he died. When he learned of this, he became afraid and looked for a way to dodge his fate. Apparently he consulted several seers and was told that he would find a means of saving himself in the trash of Sigil. Farad cast off his position of respect and became a king of rags, sending his gang of collectors to scour the Sigil streets in search of something that would set his soul free, but he knows not what it is. I assume that's us, or would be. Okay.
Done.
Oh, who am I looking for? That's another thing, actually. I want to try using this, the decanter of water. Actually, that's a very good point. Decanter. Glyve told me to seek out a woman named Namel in the Clerk's Ward. Okay. Back to the Clerk's Ward. And then we can do that. Clerk's Ward. Travel. Like we were.
Done.
Matter of course. Can't tell me what this other device is. There wasn't a Namel in wrought iron bars.
Yeah, let's sample a little turtle eye.
Namel. Ah, there we are. This tall, slender woman sipping wine from a small ceramic cup appears to be looking for someone. Her facial features are elegantly exotic, and the woman's ears, though partially covered by her long hair, can be seen to come to sharp points. Greetings. The woman turns to face you, violet eyes flashing like flawless chips of amethyst. Her speech is as music. You can hear a faint musical tinkling, 100 tiny crystal bells, as she speaks. Each word lingers in your ears as if they were unwilling to relinquish the exquisite sound. Namel turned to face the scarred, dour stranger. She asked what he wished of her. Wow. Pah. Anna sneers at more. Stop your drooling, you learning skull. My, what a hot-blooded little kid. Starve for attention? I could drool over you too if you're just jealous. Mort starts floating towards Anna, making wet, slavering noises. With what? He's a skull. He might end up being a skull without a mandible, but... Get a hair's breadth closer, skull. I'll see to it that none of your chatting teeth lie within 100 pieces of another. Yeah, see? Issues with the mandible. Mort stops abruptly, turning away while muttering intelligently. Are you looking for someone? Where could she be? Namel wondered. Her companion, Elwyn, was supposed to have met her here days ago. The woman sighs miserably. The air around her grows chill with her sadness. How long must she search this vast foreign city before she finds her dearest friend? I could try to help you find your friend. What does she look like? Namel clasps her hands together and bows her head to you. She would be so pleased to hear news of her friend. She told the kind stranger what Elwyn looked like, so that he would know her should he come across her. An image forms in your mind. A woman who resembles Namel, but with golden eyes and a hair of fiery crimson.
Updated my journal.
Ah, the sweet smell of sensates and governors.
Right, so...
Yeah, let's sample a little turtle eye.
Oh wait, is this where the... Hold on, right. Were these... Oh, these were the guys who were hostile to us last night, weren't they? Because I think it must have been the night period. Oh, no. Oh my... Oh dear.
I'm hurt.
Yes, I'd noticed this, thank you.
In enduring, grow strong.
Let's try and not get that.
Hi.
What's up?
I hear your I shall serve.
No matter, he'll be up in a bit.
Feels like
I appreciate your confidence. Alright, so we've just come back here.
I'm gone.
Right, we are looking for Elwyn, but we don't know where she is. These guys haven't moved. I could... I don't think Lothar would know. Nazi. God. I mean, I could just talk to random people and try and pick up other quests. And it was Red Trist. Someone's named, eh? She's a young woman who's trying to get your attention. She's wearing shoddy clothes, but her demeanour is one of elegance, unlike that of the people who surround her. Upon close inspection, you notice that her skin is clean and smooth, lacking the yellow tint of the inhabitants of this ward. She notices your approach and smiles at you. Greetings. I thank the powers you noticed me. I'm in need of the services of a mercenary. Appearances are any indication, you would seem to be such an individual. What is it you want of me? The heart of the matter is that I'm to be sold into slavery for a crime I did not commit. I'm in need of a champion, someone who will help me prove my innocence and free me from this fate. Tell me what's going on. This is long in the telling, Cutter. Please bear with me. Go on. She sighs as she begins to tell. My husband died recently and left me his business. I'm not business-oriented, so I decided to sell. Not long afterward, I was contacted by a lender saying a loan on the business had not been paid. Go on. I examined all the documents my husband kept and found that there had indeed been a loan taken, but it had just recently been paid in full. Explained to the lender, and a few days later he asked for a copy of the document. It was nowhere to be found. Go on. Well, when I could not prove that the loan was paid, the lender took me before the court. My monies were taken and applied to the balance owed. Since it did not pay off the loan, I am to be sold on the block to try and recover the remaining amount due. Why sell you into slavery? Serves many purposes. First, it keeps the prisons relatively clear of all but the vilest criminals. Second, the sale of the convicted is used to pay for any damages, costs, or fees involved in the case. Finally, the convicted still serves a sentence from which they are eventually released, supposedly as better citizens. I don't see how I can help you. I need someone to find the missing document, the one that proves the loan was paid. Or if you could purchase my contract, I could pay you back. I can't spend the next 5 years of my life in this ward, Gutter. It will kill me. Surely you've noticed the illness shared by all who live here. Yes, the ill skin and coughing. Yes, Gutter, please, can you find it in your heart to help me? Please. You've been found guilty in a court of law and only the law can help you. I think, assuming that means... I assume that means I'm going to find the paperwork. But it might not be. Look across it. Surely you realise that even the law can err at times? If an innocent were to suffer due to such an error, it'd be a terrible miscarriage of justice. Okay, that's not what I thought it meant. Like, I thought it'd be like, I'm going to go and look at... Like, I'll try and find the paperwork. I'm not going to buy you, because I don't think I will. But I'm going to find the paperwork. I have some questions, though. Who's the lender's name? I know his name well, Cutter. After all I've been through, I will not likely forget. Byron Pickett. Associate, maybe someone called Lenny. We've met a Lenny before, haven't we? I can't remember where. Who is Lenny? A small, pharaoh-looking man who came to court a few times. He would sit behind Pickett and whisper to him occasionally. I remember him because he always seemed to be uncomfortable in his clothes. He would pick at them as if they were new, as if he were not used to wearing them. On one such occasion, Pickett told him to sit still and stop fidgeting. He called him Lenny. Where can I find him? Not sure, actually. My husband told me that some ruffians could be found southeast of the market, near the siege tower, I believe. Where can I find Byron? Found in or around the open-air market. Forgive me, but I'm not certain. Okay. Other questions about it? Could you have misplaced the document? No, I'm a very meticulous person. I kept the document in a lockbox in my husband's study. I never left the room. Could have been stolen. I don't know. Why would someone steal that yet leave other valuables? Well, maybe the lender stole the document so that you'd pay for the loan twice. That's a terrible thought. But also a most ingenious one, Cutter. This Byron Pickett does strike me as a knight of the post. A phrase that I do know, but I don't know what it means off the top of my head. A what? Thief or a cheat. Such are called knights of the post or of the cross trade. Thank you.
All right.
Alright, now there was a fellow down here who we'll go and chat to, I think, if I'm right. And there's a Lenny here. Lenny. Are you going to stop me if I try and boot here? Okay, I'm not going to bother. Lenny. See, Lenny gives you... Well, hello again, Burke. To what do I owe with pleasure? I have some questions. I ain't no tat. Got questions? Go find one. You'd better push off before I complete. Okay. I don't wanna...
Done.
Lie. We won't talk to this... Is he around? He's around here, isn't he? Or am I getting confused about somewhere else? Ah. No, oh no. Oh, that was him. Ah, there we are. Mr. Byron Pickett. I think looking at the time for the recording, I think we'll put a cut in here. And next time we will bother Byron Pickett and try and solve this issue, this mystery of the missing paperwork. And then we also have to go and find, no actually, no, it's this person, find Aylwyn. Need to go and find her, wherever she be. Yes. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching.